Hello mga kamaniwise! Welcome back to my channel. In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang Maynilad. Finally, Maynilad is going public. Should you invest in its upcoming IPO? Let's find out if this water utility stock is worth our money. Let's go! Maynilad Water Services is one of the two major water utility companies in Metro Manila. Maynilad is managed by Maynilad Water Holdings Company Incorporated. This is a joint venture between Metro Pacific Investments Corporation with a 51.27% stake, and then DMCI Holdings naman ay merong 27.19% stake, and Marubeni Corporation with 21.54% stake. Metro Pacific holds the largest share in the company. Originally, Maynilad was government-owned, but it was privatized in 1997, and then the company went through a reprivatization in 2007. And then, noong January 2007, dito na formally transfer ang ownership and management of Maynilad to Metro Pacific Investments Corporation and DMCI Holdings Incorporated. Dalawa sa biggest conglomerates in the Philippines today. Maynilad is planning an IPO at ang offer price ay up to 20 pesos per share. And yung offering includes base offer of up to 1.775 billion common shares. And merong upsize option up to 379.286 million shares in case merong strong demand. And meron ding over-allotment option up to 266.307 million shares to help stabilize the share price post-IPO. The IPO will primarily involve the issuance of new shares by Maynilad through Maynilad Water Holding Company Incorporated. And the funds raised ay gagamitin naman to support Maynilad's capital expenditure program for 2025 to 2026, focusing on water and wastewater projects and customer service and information system projects. The indicative offer period is from June 25 to July 2, 2025 at ang listing date naman sa PSE ay July 10, 2025. The final share price and number of shares will be determined through a book building process and mapafinalize siya after regulatory approvals. BPI Capital Corporation, HSBC, Morgan Stanley, and UBS are the joint global coordinators and book runners. At ang domestic lead underwriter naman ay ang BPI Capital Corporation. Currently, Maynilad ang leading global water utility company, managing the largest water concession in the Philippines and Southeast Asia in terms of population served within a single concession area, as reported by Global Data. And Maynilad is the water and wastewater services provider for the West Zone of Metro Manila and Cavite, covering 17 cities and municipalities in these areas. So ito yung mga municipalities and cities na nasasakupan ng Maynilad. Compared to Manila Water's concession area in the East Zone of Metro Manila, mas malaki ang West Zone in both customer base and billed volume. As of December 31, 2024, Maynilad served approximately 10.3 million people compared to the East Zone at around 7.7 million people. Nag-expand din significantly ang water pipeline network ng Maynilad, reaching 7,914.6 kilometer as of December 31, 2024. Nalampasan niya ang Manila Water's 2024 network length of 5,542.2 kilometers. And then in January 2022, Maynilad was granted the right to provide water, sewerage, and sanitation services in the West Zone until 2047. So that's 22 years from now. So matagal-tagal pa. In terms of performance, Maynilad's operating revenue grew by 21% annually. Net income naman grew at a faster rate by 47.5% annually from 2022 to 2024. The tariff increases for 2023 to 2025 support Maynilad's financial sustainability. Merong dalawang major sources of revenue ang Maynilad. Una is yung water supply, including the construction, extension, operation, and renewal of water collection and supply systems intended for human consumption. And yung isa naman ay urban wastewater treatment, including the development, maintenance, and operation of wastewater infrastructure. Maynilad is able to generate defensive and predictable cash flows and total returns. And additionally, yung kanyang 25-year franchise, which is valid until 2047, and the pending 10-year extension of the revised concession agreement can provide long-term stability. Yung revised agreement, merong naka-incorporate na fixed nominal rate of return of 12%. So this will enable Maynilad to manage challenges like volume fluctuations and cost inflation to ensure stable returns throughout the concession period. Ito naman ang key initiatives and strategies of Maynilad. Maynilad is dedicated to diversifying their water sources para ma-ensure na merong continuous and reliable water supply, particularly in the face of water scarcity risk and environmental challenges. And they are also in the process of scaling up the New Water Initiative. They also plan to diversify their water sources by incorporating modular water treatment plants into their project pipeline. And in order to further reduce non-revenue water, they are implementing robust NRW management strategies to enhance operational efficiency and facilitate water conservation. And Maynilad is also investing in major infrastructure upgrades by upgrading their existing water treatment plants and distribution networks to enhance water reliability and wastewater services. And they're also increasing yung sewer coverage from 30.7% in 2023 to 49% by 2031. To ensure consistent water supply, Maynilad will increase the total water storage capacity from 779 million liters in 2024 to 960 million liters by 2026, with new reservoirs in Quezon City and Valenzuela City. These initiatives will be supported by strategic cost management and process efficiency improvements, including the use of renewable energy. Ayan, so dito naman tayo sa dividends and dividends policy. Maynilad aims to maintain an annual dividend payout of at least 50% of the prior year's net income after tax. And dividends may be paid in cash or stock subject to unrestricted retained earnings. Siyempre, pagdating sa dividends, mas gusto natin pag cash. While Maynilad has a stated dividend policy, actual payments can vary. So, depende ito sa company's financial performance and other factors that could affect yung kanilang dividend payments. And meron ding potential impact ng debt covenants and future financing agreements as well as economic conditions, regulatory challenges, and operational requirements that may restrict dividend payments. Here are some key risk factors that you need to consider. Unang-una, Maynilad currently has limited sources of raw water. Maynilad relies on a few raw water sources which may be restricted by external factors beyond their control. Environmental degradation and water pollution. Declining environmental conditions and pollution may reduce both the quantity and quality of raw water from Maynilad's main sources. Next naman is climate and natural disaster-related disruptions, gaya ng extreme weather, natural disasters, climate change na pwedeng maka-affect sa operations ng Maynilad, potentially causing service disruptions. Changes in laws, regulations, or government policies could also affect the franchise or the revised concession agreement, and it could impact Maynilad's business and operations. Regulatory and cost volatility. Tariffs are regulated, and yung operating cost naman pwedeng mag-fluctuate due to market conditions and other factors, potentially leading to cost increases that could exceed the tariff adjustments. And public health epidemics, outbreaks of diseases such as the COVID-19 and related preventive measures could also significantly impact their business, operations, cash flows, and financial condition. Now we'll talk about the risk associated sa pag-invest sa Maynilad. And honestly, every investment comes with risk. And the key is to understand both the risk and potential rewards para you can decide if Maynilad is a good fit for you based on your investment goals and outlook on the company's future. So ano masasabi mo sa Maynilad IPO? Mag-invest ka ba or wait ka lang muna on the sidelines? Comment down below and let's discuss.